You remember that feeling, that first real quiet. The children were finally asleep. The last load of laundry hummed in the dryer. You sat on the sofa. No more tears. Not tonight. Not for a long time, actually. The house was yours again. Your space. You'd fought hard for it. Fought to make it feel safe. Fought to make it feel like home, just for you and your kids. The bills were still there, yes. The constant worry about next week. But in that moment, it was calm. A fragile, precious calm you had earned. You might have been reading a book, or just staring into the dim room, letting your mind settle. Letting the dust clear from the corners of your heart. You were finally breathing again, truly breathing. And then it buzzed. Your phone, on the coffee table. A sound you hadn't heard in months, not from that specific contact. A message. Not a new number, not a wrong text. His name, right there, staring back at you. Your heart didn't jump, not like it used to. No cold dread, no sudden confusing hope. Just a sigh. A tired, familiar sigh. You thought, seriously? Now? After all this time? After all the silence? After you finally stopped checking your phone, stopped wondering, stopped caring? It's like they have a sixth sense. A timer. The moment you truly let go. The exact moment you start building something new. That's when they knock. It's not about them missing you, not really. It's about them feeling a shift, feeling you pull away for good. And they can't have that, can they? They can't stand it. You know, it's funny how they come back. Not when you've lost weight or got that new job. Not when you're glowing and posting pictures. It's not about what you started doing. It's always about what you stopped doing. That's the real secret. You stopped feeding him. That's the plain truth. All the energy you poured into him, all the worry, all the sleepless nights spent replaying conversations, wondering what you did wrong, the anger that chewed at you, the sadness that felt like a permanent guest. All of it. That was his food. He lived off it. He thrived on knowing he occupied your mind, your emotions, your entire world. It didn't matter if it was good attention or bad attention. It was attention. It was your energy. When you finally get to the point where you're just too tired to care anymore, that's when it changes. You've cried all the tears. You've been through the absolute lowest. You faced starting from zero, and I mean zero. Not just emotionally, but often literally. Empty fridge, kids needing shoes, a new place that feels too quiet or too loud. You look around at the wreckage and you realize there's nothing left to give to him. All you have left is for yourself and your children. You start building, brick by brick. Sometimes it's just getting out of bed. Sometimes it's figuring out how to stretch $5. You stop checking his social media. You stop asking about him. You stop hoping he'll see how much you're hurting. You stop waiting for an apology that will never come. You stop trying to make him understand what he did to you. The well runs dry. And that's when he feels it. The silence, the absence of your energy, the lack of your struggle, your pain, your desperate need for things to be different. He feels the hunger pangs. He needs that attention back. He needs to know he still matters to you, that you're still thinking about him. He needs to feel powerful again, to know he can still mess with your head. So he tests the waters. A text, an email, a call. Just checking in, he says. But it's not checking in. It's him trying to reconnect to his power source. He comes back. It feels like he finally sees your worth. He doesn't. He sees his own discomfort. He isn't missing you. He's missing what you did for him. This is a hard truth, but we need to look at it clearly. Think about it. You were the one who managed everything. The house, the kids' schedules, doctor appointments. You remembered birthdays for his family, didn't you? You were his quiet support, the one who listened to his problems without judgment. You were the soft landing when his world got rough. You ironed out details he couldn't be bothered with. You smoothed over family drama. You picked up his slack without a word. You made his life easier, didn't you? You took care of things so he didn't have to think about them. You made him feel like the most important person in the room, always ready to praise, to admire. You gave him comfort, stability, peace, often at the expense of your own. When he left, he lost all that. He thought he could find it somewhere else effortlessly. He quickly learned that most people don't offer that kind of constant, selfless service. Other women have their own lives, their own demands. They don't put him first the way you did, making his needs their priority. They expect him to contribute, to show up, to be an equal partner. He found that the new woman doesn't cater to his moods. She doesn't manage his calendar. The quiet in his new place isn't peaceful, it's empty. He feels the gaps. He feels the effort required to simply exist without you doing all the heavy lifting. He might even tell you he realized his mistake, but his mistake wasn't about hurting you. It was about losing his comfort. His cup is empty, and he remembers exactly who used to fill it. That's why he reappears. Not because he suddenly values you as a person or the love you shared, but because he misses the ease you brought to his life. He misses his convenience. He needs that cup refilled. Don't mistake his need for your value. So why 6 months? It's not magic, it's just how life works. For him, he leaves. He finds someone new. For a while, it's exciting. Everything feels fresh. He's on his best behavior, trying to impress. This newness, this shine, it lasts for a bit. A few months usually, maybe 3, maybe 5. But it fades. It always does. Then real life kicks in. The new person starts showing their own problems. Maybe they argue. Maybe she asks for things he's not ready to give. Or maybe he just gets bored. That initial thrill wears off, and his own life doesn't stop. Work gets hard, money worries surface. He feels lonely, even with someone new beside him. That's when he starts to remember you. Not the fights, not the hurt he caused. He remembers the quiet evenings. He remembers how you listened, how you handled things without drama, how you made his life feel stable. He remembers the comfortable parts, the good parts in his mind. He forgets why he left. He forgets the pain he inflicted. He's not thinking about your peace. He's thinking about his own comfort. He's looking for something easy, something familiar, to fill a gap. That gap opens up right around the time the new relationship gets real, or when his single life gets too quiet. It often hits around the 6-month mark. It's a pattern you see again and again. It's not about you changing, it's about his world shifting. Okay, so he's back, but it's never how you picture it. You might think flowers, a real apology, an admission he truly messed up. He won't, not like that. What usually happens is small, a text late at night. Hey, that's it. Or thinking of you. Maybe he likes an old photo on your social media, a post from years ago, a quick view of your story, or an email about something practical, the kid's schedule, a bill. Any reason to get in touch. This isn't about fixing things, it's a test, a low-effort test. He's putting out a tiny feeler, dipping a toe in the water, to see if you bite, to see if you're still there, waiting, to see if you're still an option. He wants to know if you're still hurt enough to react or missing him enough to respond. Both count as a win for him. It tells him he still has some hold. He's not ready to come back fully. He just wants to know the door isn't completely shut, to know if he could come back, without real effort, without commitment, without fixing what he broke. he's just checking the temperature. Your job is simple. See it for what it is, a small, almost invisible hook. Don't grab it, don't react, don't overthink it. His intentions aren't your concern. Your peace, your children's peace, that's all that matters now. Months pass. The sharp edges of the hurt start to soften. The constant ache in your chest isn't so constant anymore. You find yourself laughing a little more easily. You sleep through the night sometimes. The sheer exhaustion of those early days starts to fade into a memory itself. And then, a name pops up on your phone, or an email, or a message through a mutual friend. Your heart might still jump, but it's not the familiar jolt of pure pain. It's something else, maybe a curiosity. A tiny, dangerous thought creeps in. Maybe he's changed. Maybe this time it will be different. Maybe he'll finally say he's sorry. This is where you need to be strong. This is where time can be a trick. The memory of the pain, the reason you left, it can start to blur. You forget the exact words that cut you. You forget the cold silence. You forget the financial fear that kept you awake. You forget the way he messed with your head until you didn't know up from down. Stop. Close your eyes. Go back. Remember the pit in your stomach. Remember the nights you cried silently into your pillow so the children wouldn't hear. Remember feeling completely alone, even when he was in the next room. Remember the shame. Remember the feeling of being used, of being small. Remember the promises that were always broken. He is not coming back to apologize, not truly. He is coming back because he misses what you did for him. He misses the convenience. He misses having you there. Don't let the fading memory of your suffering trick you into going back to that place. Your children deserve a peaceful you. You deserve a peaceful life. So, he's back. Of course he is. Just when you finally started breathing again, really breathing. He feels it, that quiet strength you've been building. He senses you're pulling away, truly gone. That's why he knocks. Your job now is simple. Protect what you've built. That peace, that quiet, your children's calm. This is where your new hard wall goes up. Not a mean wall, a firm one, a peaceful one. He might try old tricks. A text, a call, an unexpected message online, an apology, a just checking in. He wants to see if the door is still ajar, even a crack. Don't leave it open. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to justify your choices. You don't owe him anything. Your only obligation is to your peace and your children's well-being. If he texts, you don't answer. If he calls, you don't pick up. Block him if you can, everywhere you can. If he appears, you turn away. Keep your distance. If you share children, communication stays strictly about them. Schedules, pickups, drop-offs. Nothing else. Your voice stays flat. Your answers are short. Yes, no, okay. No emotion, no debate, no room for old stories or memories. This is business, for the children. That's all. He's testing the water, seeing if he still has a hold. Don't give him any information. No reaction is the strongest reaction. It shows him you're not playing that game anymore. Remember those nights you cried yourself raw? Remember how hard you fought for this quiet space? Don't hand it over easily. Your new life, your new peace, it's precious. It's earned. Guard it fiercely. He might send a message. A casual, "How are you?" A question about the kids. Maybe he just drives by. He might even try to talk about old times. He'll make it sound like he's just checking in. Don't get caught up in it. Don't waste energy trying to figure out his reasons. His reasons are his problem, not yours. This isn't a sign that you should go back. It's not a sign that you made a mistake by leaving or by moving on. This moment when he reappears means absolutely nothing for your path forward. Your progress isn't measured by whether he misses you. It's measured by what you've done since he left. Look at your life now. You've learned to manage things he always handled. You've made new friends. You've figured out school schedules or found a new way to earn money. Maybe you painted a room or fixed a leaky tap. These small daily victories, they are huge. You are showing up for your children. You are showing up for yourself. You are making decisions. You are taking control. That's the real victory. The fact that you are building something new, brick by brick, even when it feels slow, even when you're tired. Your life is taking shape, and it's a shape you chose. He's not part of that blueprint anymore. He's not part of the foundation. Remember what we said? The crying has to stop eventually. We have a life to build, and you are building it. You are doing it. Keep going.